Today we're going to be looking at the third fundamental of our game plan for growing our faith. The first week we looked at focus. The second week we looked at abiding. Today we're going to look at the idea of living a divinely inspired life. To be inspired means to be encouraged, to be strengthened, to have the confidence in God and to have the hope in God. The world lives with fear and hopelessness. The world is about being afraid and about worrying and all the things that can happen. But that's not how God wants His children to live. He wants us to live inspired and encouraged lives. Joshua took over from Moses after 40 years of being led through the wilderness. And as he was preparing to take the Israelites into the promised land, there had to be some doubt from him. There had to be some fear, even though he was a godly man. And God knew that. And so God spoke to Joshua in the first 9 verses of the book of Joshua. Many people call it the greatest pep talk ever given. And basically what God was simply doing is He was trying to encourage Joshua to get him ready to lead the people. And verse 9 is one of my favorites, and it's one that I go to all the time. As God wraps up this pep talk, he tells Joshua this. He says, I command you, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Paul in the New Testament was constantly encouraging people. Nobody used the word encourage more than Paul did. And the reason was, Paul knew that the people, the church and the believers, they were young, okay? They were immature in a lot of ways, and he knew they were going to be fighting against hate and persecution. So he was encouraging them so that they would persevere. I think that is the number one reason God encourages us, that we will persevere. We won't quit. We won't give up. We'll just keep following Him regardless of what happens. In Paul's final book that he wrote, which is 2 Timothy, and in the final few verses that he wrote, here's what he said to Timothy. He said, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, and I have remained faithful. Those are the words God wants to hear from us as we go from this earth into our heavenly kingdom someday. That we fought the good fight, that we finished. That's what God wants us to do. He doesn't want us to quit along the race. He wants us to finish it, and He wants us to finish it like Paul did, faithfully. And to do that, we must live a divinely inspired life. Perseverance is all about keeping faith, keeping the motivation, and keeping our eyes on God to finish the race strongly. Thank you.